Slightly Unblended, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm doing 3 looks with one palette, and that palette is this beauty right here by Melt Cosmetics. So if you'd like to see this look and 2 others, then just keep on watching. I felt like this was kind of a request, but when I did the swatch portion of my video with the Amor y Mariposa palette, there was someone that had mentioned that they wished that there was a tutorial on the look that I was wearing, so I just decided it'd be a wonderful idea to do it because I felt like it was super cute. So let's just jump into it. I already have my lid primed with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair, and I'm just going to jump into the shade G-U-A-M-U-C-H-I-L, and I'm going to use my ABH A14 brush to go ahead and pop that on. So what I'm going to do is take it and I'm going to apply it right in the crease and onto the lid, and take it and just kind of map out the shape. I'm kind of going for a tiny C shape here. So I'm just gonna take this brush and get that nice and built up to the intensity level that I desire. I'm being extra today. I'm in such a good mood. I want to say that I don't know why, but I feel like it's because I'm just like really excited that I got to go meet like one of my good friends. I will say best friend. I have like 2 best friends that are not my husband, so like I got to see her, and that was like the most magical of days, and I've just been in a good mood ever since. So now I'm going to take this and do the same thing. So I'm not going to take it all the way over to the inner corner of my eye here. I'm going to take it like down the center, kind of, sort of, and just kind of slightly take it towards the inner corner area of my eye on the lid. I hope that that made a little bit of sense, but we're just vibing today, okay? And tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I'm fixing to film this look and the next look right now, same day, and I'm gonna make food for tomorrow. So busy, but at least I'm in a good mood while I get to be like super busy. So alright, I'm gonna start to kind of taper that down onto the lid a little bit on the inner corner area of my lid. I'm just kind of patting it. I'm just going to kind of blend this up into the crease and down a little bit more. About like this. So now I'm going to take the, which brush is this? The 523 brush that comes with the collection, and I'm going to use the shade SENTIMIENTOS just to kind of blend it out. So I'm really just going to kind of put it on the color that we just added, but kind of like right on it but slightly off of it, just to get it a nice little blenderoo. And I do apologize that one of these looks is a voiceover. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to place anything in this video. I usually have it planned a little bit better, but I just was like, okay, chaotic energy, here we are. Okay, so that's nice, and we are going to lose some of the darker green, but we're just going to go in and touch it up as we go. So I'm going to do the same thing on the inner corner area of the lid. Just kind of pat it down, give it a nice little blenderoo. I feel like this is pretty cute. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to take it a little bit farther, so I'm just going to pop it down right here. I'm just leaving a tiny bit of space for the other shade, the lightest shade here. And I'm going to take a little bit more right here to kind of get it on the outer corner of my eye. I'm just doing back and forth windshield wiper motions for this. I'm going to take this ABH A14 brush again and go back into the first shade that we used just to bring it back because we did lose some of it. So I'm just kind of patting it down for right now. But I am going to, when I get towards this outer bit right here, I am going to do back and forth windshield wiper motions. Okay, so I do need to make another playlist for vibing with me because right now I have a song stuck in my head. Gotta vibe! I love that song. Oh my gosh, it stays stuck in my head. That and Wuthering Heights from Kate Bush. And what's that one song? It's the Wombats. Running like the makeup on. Yeah, that one. Shoot, what is it? I have it on my phone. Hold on, look. Greek Tragedy. And I have so many apps open. Like, I'm one of those people that I have to, like, close all my apps. Otherwise, like, it stresses me out. And my husband is not like that at all. Like, he will have 30 apps open. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. What's going on here? Like, this is so chaotic. So I'm doing the same thing on the inner corner area. I'm just going to pat it down. Little baby pataroos here. Ooh, I like that. So now I'm going to take my old AF Luxie blending, mini taper blending brush and go into CARINO and just blend out these shades. Now I'm doing little spinnies, circular motions, but the way that I'm going, I'm doing the reverse of. So I'm going clockwise and counterclockwise because that will give you more of an even blend. And I have so many look ideas to do. Like, I have so many looks that I want to do. And, like, I can pre-film them. But, I usually upload on Wednesdays. And I haven't in, like, 2 Wednesdays. But I've been really overwhelmed with, like, creating and lack of energy. And trying to make sure that I'm not staying up all night to get videos ready for Sundays. So I may take a few more Wednesdays off, but I may start doing like some other tutorials on Wednesdays as well because I have so many look ideas that I want to do, but I would have to have time to like edit them and all that good stuff. But there's a few that I've been meaning to film for a while and I would love to do them, and I am going to continue my makeup blending class 101. I can't remember what I called it, but I am going to continue that series. I just have not had a chance to do it. That's why I'm filming 2 looks in one day today. That way I can focus on that some next week. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, I love it. I'm just doing back and forth windshield wiper motions. If you catch me looking at y'all, it's because I'm trying to make sure that my camera hadn't cut off yet. So I'm going to go back into the shade that we started with first, the darkest green, and just kind of blend it and build it up. And I am going to go back into the second shade to bring it back as well. I feel like this is a vibe. So it's like, why is my back hurting? And I'm sitting all like sideways and every which way, and then it's like surprise Pikachu face meme. Yeah, that's me. Alright, let's... Okay, alright, cool. So I'm taking my Deval Beauty Lounge brush and I'm going to go into the second shade that we used just to like bring it back because we've lost it. You know, I was thinking a Red Bull would be a good idea, but as like off the walls as I'm being right now, I don't know if I need one. Now on this inner corner area, I'm really just focusing on patting it. I feel like that makes it blend together easier, but this palette is super easy to work with as well. It's easily making its way into like my favorite palettes of the year because I've used it several times and I just sometimes dream about using this palette. I literally am just that boring person that only like wants to do makeup, so that's that. So now I'm just going to go ahead real quick because I really enjoy doing this, but you don't have to if you like how it looks. I like how it looks, but I just feel like it softens it better. I'm going to go into the Blends palette and use this Cream and Sugar eyeshadow. It's just a white eyeshadow. And I'm going to take it on this LaRue LR 005 tapered blending brush just to diffuse the shades. And this is going to make it more airbrushed looking and less harsh. And I'm just gonna give it a blenderoo. And I'm gonna go ahead and apologize because it was like whoever's outside doing yard work realized that I sat down to film. So there is some noise in the background. I do apologize for that. I'm really sorry. Alright, so now that I am pretty happy with this, I am going to take what was left of that lightest green shade that was on this Luxie brush and just kind of give it an extra little blend. My goal with this look when I did it was messy but cute. So it's kind of what I'm going for still. I'm going to take the Gorgeous Shimmer Cielito Lindo. I'm going to use my finger and just run that down through the center and pat it up towards my brow bone. I'm just going to kind of use that to blend it with the dark green shade, but we are going to go back into that and blend it a little more. Oh, cute! Okay, I'm going to take this 523 brush and go back into the first shade that we started with, and I'm just going to kind of pat that down, blend it with that shimmer. Make it look like it's giving it a little hug. Alright, I'm so happy. This is like, I forgot how fast this look was when I did it. Okay, I'm going to pop on just a tiny bit more of that shimmer because I'm extra. But that is fine because life's too short not to be extra. Let's move on to the wing, shall we? I'm going to use EST or ELLA, the gold liner. Look at how pretty. I'm going to do a little baby wing with it. I love Melts liners so much. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to try to do this while I talk, but I might just not talk. I'm going to start from the outer corner and flick it upward. And then I'm going to take it from right where that green is ending and bring it in. Alright, so this is pretty much it. My lower lash line, I tried to do it on, I forgot to put base on underneath my eye when I went to do it because, you know, I get a little ahead of myself. But for what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to use the Colibri for my waterline, and then, but I'm pretty much going to use the same 3 shades that I used, leaving the center right here empty and then placing the shimmer right underneath. So that's what I'm going to do for that. But real quick, I'm going to pop on the inner corner highlight, then go do the rest of my face, and then I'll be right back. So what I'm going to do is take Tequila because I love it. I love it so much. The drink and this shimmer. So I'm just going to pop it on. I'm using my BH Cosmetics number 6 brush, I believe. It's so old and I've used it so much that it's almost warped. But what I'm going to do is give that a nice little pop on there. And there it is. So I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. I do believe these were the earrings I was wearing in that video, and I wouldn't put the shirt on that I was wearing. But yeah, I like the gold wing. I did use the same lashes because I looked, I was like, what lashes were those? Because I always forget my lashes. Like, what did I wear? Usually I wear the same ones. I kind of can remember, but kind of been changing up a little bit. So I'm like, what was that? So they are the Josephine lashes from Coley Cosmetics. I love them. They are super comfortable, pretty dramatic. And I love a fluffy lash anyway, and these are like, fly away. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go finish the third look. I don't know what order they're going to be in, but I'll see you in just a few minutes. Now I've primed my lids with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair, and I'm taking CHARRO with the 523 brush. I'm adding it to the outer corner, or the outer C of my lid, more towards the inner bit of my lid, and applying it onto my deep crease, kind of winging it out. To blend it out, I'm taking Maria and slightly taking it onto my under eye area with the 523 brush as well. And to get that blended out, I'm going to take NUVEA Vita on a Nueva Vita, I do believe is how that's pronounced. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm taking that on my Nameless Morphe brush. You know, the infamous Nameless Morphe brush. Taking that, and I'm doing the same thing, just getting it all blended out. But I've jumped ahead of myself right now. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm very chaotic today, all over the place, unorganized. What else is new? Not me finishing the tutorial the day that it's supposed to come up. Why am I like this? Anyway, yes, this is the part with the Nameless Morphe brush, and these shades are beautiful. I love them so much. I'm winging all of these shades out just to make them be more blown out and just very wing-like. Next up, I'm taking PERLA and my Luxie Tapered Blending Brush, and I'm blending out the previous shade with it for a more gradient blend. Now, this is where I'm really going to focus on back and forth windshield wiper motions with the lightest amount of pressure. We don't want to do too much, don't want an overblend. I'm using MENSAJE to blend out PERLA. I'm so sorry that I'm spelling these out. I really don't quite know how to say them properly, and I just feel like it would be a little more respectful to do it this way. I know that I've said that, but I really just, I don't want to come off as disrespectful in any way. I'm absolutely obsessed with this palette and these colors, and I just want to be as respectful as possible and have fun with these absolutely beautiful colors. Now I'm taking ABUELITA to use it as more of a transition shade, winging it all out. So this is the orange shade. I felt like it would be better to use it to blend out all the other shades once I had the yellow shade. I feel like it's more of a tropical vibe. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes that works better for me, to blend out the more red tones with the yellow and then go in with an orange. So now I'm taking the shade PERLA to touch it up, and I'm going to be touching everything up. This is the depth creation shades, and I'm just going to wing them out, make sure that they are nice and dramatic, because, you know, we got to be dramatic. I am pretty dramatic, and I love dramatic makeup, so that's what we're doing here. All of the gorgeous deep red tones, I'm going back in and making sure that I have them as built up as possible, like as to the level of intensity that I would like for it to be. So now I'm going to take the shade Hot White or White Hot from the Surge palette to blend all that out. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's peel time. So satisfying. Let's clean the crease up, get it carved out. Yeah, I am lacking in caffeine, but I have almost finished my cup of coffee, so I can feel the energy coming through. Now I'm going to take some more of my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair and just make sure that I have the base ready for the shimmers, because the shimmers, they're beautiful, magnificent, just dreamy, but I carve it out, you know, just like you would if you weren't using a shimmer. But this time I am going to take my finger to pat it out before I apply the shimmers. A little bit different for me. I don't know why I decided to do it, but I did it. I'm taking MICHOACAN to just get it all over the lid, except for closer towards my inner corner of my eye. That's going to be the other lighter, gorgeous green shade. But I'm just going to take this all over the base, leaving the inner third of my lid blank. For the empty space, I'm taking CIELITOLINDO and blending it with the other shimmer just to make sure they're more gradient. It's going to be more of a bolder, beautiful green to a lighter, and it just blends together so well. But that's what I'm doing here, just blending the shades together. Now I'm tapping CHARRO onto the shimmer to get it nice and blended together. I feel like that just makes it a little more seamless, and it blends together so well with the shimmer. The blending of
The blendability of this palette is just amazing. I love it. Melt always does a wonderful job with their products. I love their eyeshadow so much. This palette definitely making it up into my top palettes of the year. And this is the finished look. What do you think? This is the second look. I wasn't quite sure where it was going to be in the video because I was not organized this go around. But so far, out of the 2 looks that I've done, which is your favorite? Let me know. Off to look number 3. Okay, I realized that there was just a lot more of me showing off this look than there normally is, and I feel like I'm just like the epitome of cringe at this point. So yeah, I'm coming back to talk for just a minute. I'm excited for this 3rd look though.
Well, hello again. This is 2 looks in one day. I'm quite proud of myself. So right now I'm going to do this. I had a little bit of fun just trying some new things with the purple. I kind of put on Instagram on my stories like, should I play with the purples? Should I play with the reds and oranges? Since I haven't really given them as much love as I would like to. And purple won. So we're going to do purple, and I can do a video with the reds and oranges soon. If you'd like, let me know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into it because I'm really excited about getting this look finished. I like just put on a different lipstick and called it a day. So I'm gonna start out with the 523 brush and CHARRO, and I'm going to start from the inner corner and blend it and then wing it out. I have the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair on my lids for them to be primed. And I'm using my Crown Noir Queen of the Cut Crease stencil. I'll have to double check and see if, okay, so this is going up Sunday. I'll have to see if the sale will still be going on, but they were having a buy one get one 50% off sale on Crown Noir Cosmetics website for their stencils that I swear by. Like, I would not even be sitting here doing a cut crease on camera if it wasn't for these, because they saved me that much time. Giving a nice little flickaroo. Flickaroonie. This is how you get that good sharp cut crease. Alright, now I'm gonna, I'm gonna take the same brush, I'm gonna clean it off, and I'm gonna go into NUBE to blend it out. And I'm just doing tiny back and forth windshield wiper motions with the least amount of pressure. Also trying to concentrate because I just got so sleepy out of nowhere. The Purple Dream. Oh my gosh, I love purple so much. So like living the split hair color life has been fun, but I'm so tempted to just color all of my hair purple. Except for my roots, I'm just gonna kind of like let my roots grow out for a little bit. I'm probably gonna go back blonde, but now I'm going to take my DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush in the shade ALMOHADA and just blend that out. Back and forth windshield wiper motions. I'm just flicking this up with this brush. I know it doesn't look quite blended right now, but I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is just to get it applied. Alright, I'm going to go back into NUBE and just touch that up. The purples in this palette are absolutely dreamy. I am in love, to say the least. So just bringing that back real quick. This blend is, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And with this, I'm not even going to clean it off, but I'm going to go back into CHARRO and get it darkened up in the crease area and flick it out a little bit more. And because I've been, I go through spurts with music where I'll just listen to like the same old 20 or 30 songs, like a lot. And like, so I've kind of known about Megan Thee Stallion, but until recently I didn't really start to listen to her. Like, thought shit was my jam, and I was like, okay, I want to listen to more of her music. And I have listened to her album like 3 times today. So I'm just like, okay, that's been my motivation to just go. It just got me vibing, and I'm obsessed. So it's like I have so many songs stuck in my head right now. Alright, so I'm going to do pretty much what I did with the last look. I'm going to go ahead, well, I don't even know if that's going to be look number 1 or 2 or 3, but the halo eye look that I did, or spotlight eye or whatever, I went into the blends palette real quick with the shade Cream and Sugar, which is the white. So if you have any white eyeshadow, that'll work. But what I'm going to do is just diffuse the shade and give it a more airbrush, softer blend. And I am going to go in and touch it up here in a minute. I'm just going to go ahead first and get this nice and blended. So cute! Oh my gosh. Okay. I really, so far, I'm living for this look. Like, I can't. It's so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to go with this Vasanti brush and go into ALMOH80A and build it up a little bit more. And Cream and Sugar being down already just really kind of gives it that little... Oh, okay. I'm telling you... I am a purple eyeshadow obsessed person, and I fall for purples very easily in a lot of palettes. And I know this is not a first impressions video because that was kind of like what my first one was, but I cannot stop fangirling over the purples in this palette. Now, I have the She's in Parties palette, and I love it because it's mainly purple. Like, that was why I was like, I have to have that. But like these purples, the way that they just blend, and they're just like the most immaculate of color, like shades of purple, it just sends me to another dimension of love. Like, oof, I'm obsessed. And not oof like the bad oof, but like, okay, I'm being entirely too much right now, but I just cannot get over these purples. Okay. I am going to take a little tiny bit more of that Nube. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Nube. I'm taking a little bit more of it on that 523 brush. And do a nice little blendy blend here. Just real quick. My hair is getting in my face. I feel so weird because normally I don't always or already have my base done or my hair like down or styled or whatever. But since I was doing 2 looks in one day, I was like, oh, whatever. Spent the time doing it, used the products doing it, and not wasting products or time. And CHARRO, I'm going to touch it up just a little bit. Flicking it out real nice. Okay, I am ready for this peel. Let's peel it off. Close my palette real quick just in case I knock something over. Don't want to ruin it. Where's my tweezers? Right there. Alright. And we're off. Oh, so satisfying. So absolutely satisfying. I feel like I'm fairly easy to please when it comes to like makeup stuff. I'm going to take some micellar water on a Q-tip and clean up my lid and carve out the shape that I want. So I'll probably not talk during this part. Alright, I feel like this is a pretty solid cut crease. Super excited. I'm just gonna kind of blend out my base. I could just drool over this purple. Like, I love it so much. So very much. Alright, now let me just go on ahead and figure out what I did on this other eye, because it's been a hot minute since I did this eye. I took a little break. But it's only because I've been sitting down here doing this for like, what time is it? About 8 hours now. So I'm gonna take my Elf and J Kissa, oh, not 8 hours on this look, mind you, but like the few that I've done. The Elf and J Kissa J5 brush. I'm gonna go into CHARRO and kind of wing it, but not really. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trace out a wing. So from the outer corner, I'm gonna be very, very careful. I'm gonna wing it, and then I'm gonna kind of flick it up. Let me try to get my hair out of my way here so that you can see. But I am just going to take it, give it a nice little flick. We want dramatic, okay. That's what I want. And I'm gonna take it and just make sure that I'm getting it pretty prominent. And I'm gonna do like a little graphic liner moment where I'm just kind of shading it in a little bit, very lightly. About like this, but I really want to make it intense, so I'm just gonna lightly go over it. And I feel like that's pretty good for right now. So I'm just gonna finish the shape up. Now I'm gonna take that 523 brush and go into NUBE and kind of fill it in just a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is just give it a nice little blend here. Right at the top here. Like this. Oh yes, okay. And I'm gonna take this Sigma liner brush and go into ALMOHADA and fill it in the rest of the way. And kind of make it seem like it's hugging right above my pupil. But then I'm gonna take that 523 brush and some more of NUBE and like darken it up just a little bit, blend it together. And some more of that third shade that we used. And now I'm just gonna take that 523 brush, I'm gonna clean it. No, hold on. I want to use the Sigma liner brush for this. So I'm gonna clean it off and I'm gonna take the CHARRO shade, and what I'm gonna do here is kind of start it off kind of in the crease, but leaving some of that base showing for some negative space. I'm gonna just blend it over to about halfway to the halfway part of your lid, if that makes sense. I'm gonna kind of take it down just a little bit, about like this. Okay, looks a little weird, I know, it's okay. Trust the process. So I'm just cleaning off the Sigma liner brush, and I'm gonna take NUBE and just kind of blend it like the wing. Okay. Oh, this is so fun. I get so excited when looks just like come together. It's like I just kind of imagined and played around, kind of let the brushes do the work, and then here we are, and I'm obsessed. So I am gonna take this and kind of apply it towards the inner corner of my lid area, and then kind of bring it over a little bit, but not too far, because I'm gonna take that lightest shade that we used to make it look like it's doing the hugging as well. So I cleaned the brush off. I'm going to take ALMOH80A and really just kind of like hug it up against the center of my lid, but leaving it empty, leaving the base showing. And I'm going to take a little bit more NUBE and just touch it up. I'm going to clean that brush off and go back into ALMOH80A real quick and just get it nice and blended together. Gonna take it a little farther. And I'm gonna take that Elf and J Kiss a J5 brush and bring CHARRO up a little farther. Now I'm gonna take SAGRADO on my little BH Cosmetics brush right here, and I'm gonna put it in the center where we left that space empty. I'm just gonna kind of blend that. I am gonna take it over onto the shadows just a little bit. And I'm gonna take this ColourPop E10 brush and use the ALMOH80A shade and just kind of hug that up against that shimmer. Kind of blend it inwards a little bit, if that makes sense. And a little bit more of that shimmer. About like that. And I think that's gonna be that for now. I'm gonna add some gems and we'll do the lower lash line on camera as well. Alright, so this is the finished look. I am absolutely obsessed. Like, I love it so much. I feel like it's so cute. What do you think? I love it. I feel like the gems, like, that was kind of winning on when I asked, but that was like kind of not. But then it was like by a landslide for gems. So I was like, let me just do a couple, not too many. And I feel like it really just matches. It goes well. And these lashes are the Ivy lashes from Senorita Lashes. So comfortable, like the right amount of drama, like just super cute. And I did use, I know my camera cut off and then I was just like, I'm just ready to get this finished real quick. So I'll just kind of like finish everything up. But this is COLIBRI. I used it for the waterline and for like the little inner wing thing. I don't know what it's called, but the cat eye effect, like sharpness going on there. Yes. And then tequila for the inner corner highlight because, yes, had to do it. But yeah, which look was your favorite? Please let me know. I would like to tell you have happy holidays or holiday or whatever that you celebrate. I hope that they are happy, and I hope that if you celebrated Thanksgiving that you had a lovely Thanksgiving. And I want to thank you so much for watching. If you want to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I have all my social medias down below: Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, which I'm very active on Instagram, and I'm kind of working on Twitter, all that stuff. And if you would like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It means the world to me, and I'm so thankful for everyone that's here. Like, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me, for sticking around and all that. Let me know what you'd like to see next down below. And I guess that's it. So I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.